celebration time. Cheers. I actually am doing my first boogie prep video for this season. The Nashville Boogie is a fantastic new event. The first one was last year, and I'm absolutely in love with this event just from the first year. I think it's been extremely successful, and so we're very excited to go again this year. Because of extenuating circumstances, we aren't able to make both Viva and the Boogie, so my videos this year will be devoted strictly to the Boogie. I'll be doing them through the entire month of April. So those of you who are going to Viva, which is actually this month, you can still use my Viva prep videos from years prior, but you can also use my videos here to help you plan for the last few days before you have to leave to go to Viva, which with this one should be up about a week before you leave to go to Viva. So if you have any questions or concerns as far as packing and all of that, you should already be packed, by the way, but if you haven't gotten packed and you have any questions or concerns about packing for Viva, feel free to ask me in the comments below. If you're planning on, like me, going to the Boogie, then these videos should maybe help you. They're going to be styling videos. I think I'm also going to color my wigs and extensions so that I can possibly wear them to the Boogie. The Boogie's got a little bit more of a Western feel to it, so as you can see, the shirt is in celebration of that. This shirt was custom made for me by Miss Riley Reed, who is an incredible designer out of Nashville. And these earrings, which I got specifically for this shirt, and I know they don't necessarily style-wise go together, but I don't even care. They are made of saddle leather, and they are roses. Can you see these? They're fantastic. They weigh next to nothing. They are Rosita Bonita is the brand. Some of her bigger pieces are a little pricey, but these were my kind of getting my feet wet pieces because I kind of wanted to see how they hold up, and also what I thought about how they hung and how they felt. So there are some hummingbirds that are like yay big, and I want them real bad. I also put this background here for temporary purposes. I've got a better background coming. The one I've been talking about for years is finally coming. And yes, it's very simple. I don't know why it took me so long to get to it, but we had a few hiccups. And when I had the hiccups of these issues, I just like drug my feet getting them resolved. So that's no one's fault but ours, well, mine. So therefore I am definitely glad to get that finally out for you. But this is just my standard hairstyling poster that I've had forever, and I used to have it behind all my videos, and I took it down for some reason. I don't remember why, and then I think it fell or something, and then I noticed my last video was very green. So I'm hoping the new background, because it's predominantly black, I'm hoping that the new background will help with that as well, but I also added an extra light, and I've got both an overhead light and my vanity lights on from my Vanity Girl Hollywood mirror. So hopefully this will all balance out at this point. Time to stop for a second. That's very good. What's this saison? Okay, anyway. So this video is going to be entirely dedicated to tops for your circle skirts. This has been an age-old issue for me, and I love to wear circle skirts, especially to events like Viva and the Boogie, because I feel like that they're comfortable and feminine, and I also love the fact that there are reproduction ones, but then there's also these excellent vintage ones that are pretty easy to alter. A lot of vintage items run really small, because that's the majority of what's left is the stuff that the really tiny waisted girls wore. So I actually have had a really hard time finding vintage items in other things, but in circle skirts it's a pretty easy fix, because if the skirt is a little bit too large or too small, it's super easy to have it altered. I actually bought a patio set last year from the Boogie, and it said on the little tag that it was a 29-inch waist, and because it was a circle skirt, I was like, oh, I'll buy it, and I loved it. But then when I got home, I realized it's actually a 27-inch waist, which is a big deal because that's like 2 inches off my waist size. So I had it altered, and it fits perfectly now, so no issues whatsoever, and you can't even tell it's been altered. So if you find circle skirts not in your size, they are relatively easy to alter. That's why finding tops for them is such a big deal, because I want tops that are going to look good with my circle skirts and have a vintage feel, but not necessarily be vintage. I want them to just kind of be cohesive. So I actually have tried for a couple of years to find really great tops without spending a lot, and I have not had good success. I got a few things. I got a couple of like unisuits, like bodysuits. They were a huge fail because I couldn't wear them with a bra. and I looked like a boy in them because I was so flat. And then I also bought a couple of tops from La Bombe Shop, which I really like La Bombe Shop, and I featured them in my dressing room series before. But for some reason, these particular tops were a bad mistake. They were just very inexpensive feeling, and they didn't fit well. I had all kinds of issues with them. So I kind of went on a search for some good tops, and these are the ones that I found most recently. Almost all of these were purchased at dollmeupdarling.com, which I absolutely love. This site is great, and I actually forgot to feature one of my favorite items from them, which was a brown cardigan. It's a little short cardigan, and I'll put a picture of the cardigan style up here somewhere. But the cardigan itself is like this perfect cropped cardigan to wear with all your circle skirts, with all your pencil skirts, with high-waisted jeans. It's adorable the way it fits, the way it sits. And I bought just one. I got a little brown one, and I love it. I love it so much. I want one in every color. So that's one item I didn't show you in this video. And then I also bought this adorable sweater. And I'll post a picture of me actually in the, like, I'll post a picture of the sweater, and then I'll post a picture somewhere of me wearing it. I posted a picture on Instagram of me wearing it the first time with my saddle shoes and high-waisted pants, and I love this little sweater. A little hot for it right now, but it's a great little sweater. So I got a few things from them, but the tops that I'm featuring in today's video are specifically for circle skirts. Now, there are two tops that are in this video that were not from that website. And I will show you, I will let you know expressly which ones those are. But I have a few favorite tops that I wear with my circle skirts regularly, and they're all different types, all different price points. So by all means, check out the sites that are linked below for information. Can y'all hear that? There are kids that are so loud across from us. Anyway, you know, again, I'm a big fan of Doll Me Up. I feel like that they have such a great collection. The scarf that I was wearing in a prior video not long ago, where it's green with a little scallop black edge, I love that little scarf, and they have it in every color. So they've got accessories, plus they've got tops, they've got pants, they've got dresses. Junebugs and Georgia Peaches, which is one of my favorite little blogs for vintage styling, they actually feature them quite often because their stuff is very inexpensive but also very, very nice. And they're a seller, so they don't make the clothes. So I will let you know expressly in this video which ones are what each particular brand is. But this is the longest intro ever. If you stuck with me throughout, thank you. But either way, I just felt like there was a little bit of a precursor that needed to be taken care of for this one. And now we can start the video. Now, I'm not going to talk a long time about each one of these tops, and I'm also not going to show my full length because I don't really have a place that's set up that I can do that really, and sometimes I'll pan down so y'all can see my shoes or whatever. I might stick my foot up or something, but I'm not gonna like show you my whole outfit because that's not really what this is about. It's really more about how to make tops that are modern look good with vintage clothing, and which tops I feel like work best for that of all price points. So I'm really excited to go to the Boogie. I hope that some of you will be there and that we'll see each other, but this is the first Boogie Prep video, Boogie Prep. And then I'll also have hairstyles, probably a couple of hairstyles, a couple more fashion videos. The hair color video that I was talking about should be coming up soon as well. So we'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, so this first top is a top that I feel like perfectly encapsulates what a perfect circle skirt top is all about, and the price reflects that. This is actually a Whirling Turban corselet custom top. It's cut to your measurements. It runs between $150 and $200, but I will say that it's worth every penny. If you can invest in a couple of these, as you can see, it fits perfectly. I feel thin, I feel feminine. And the fabric is amazing on this one, and I feel like that the structure of it and the way that it kind of cinches you in with the proper foundation garments is just perfect. I'm wearing this one with an actual vintage patio circle skirt and a red crinoline and some espadrilles. That is to me a perfect car show outfit, a perfect outfit for daytime, and this top sort of goes with everything because of course it's a neutral tone. And I like the embroidery because I feel like it gives it sort of a Midwestern or Spanish feel, and so therefore it also goes amazingly well with Mexican circle skirts. So this is my favorite top for a circle skirt, and the one that I would definitely have many more of if I were in a position to do so. This one zips up the back, but I also have a corselet from Whirling Turban that is an all elastic back. Either way, they hold you in, they are extremely supportive, and it's just something that will always make you feel at your very, very best when it comes to vintage style because of mainly its authenticity. Okay, so the next one is a top by Rocksteady. Now Rocksteady, of course, is sold by Doll Me Up Darling, so this is actually a top I received from there, and I left the same supportive undergarments and long line bra that I had on under my Whirling Turban top under this so you could see what this is made of. This is actually a soft jersey knit, so these are not ideal undergarments for this type of fabric. I feel like that a smooth fitted bra, maybe some Spanx would actually be better under it. I'm wearing it with the same vintage patio skirt and a red crinoline because it just gives it a little bit of kick and oomph. But I love the peasant style of this top. I love the very flattering sleeve and shoulder. And I like the way in the back it droops just a little bit. It has a little bit of a drape in the back, which I feel like is really flattering. Again, the boning and everything of the undergarments is not ideal, but that just is to show you what the fabric type is that I'm wearing with this one. But I feel like this is a great lower, if you have like a lower budget and you want something to go with your circle skirts that's just going to go with all of them, this is a great one. It comes in all colors and it's got this great, modest neckline that will really, really help out when it comes to, preventing any type of bra peak or anything like that. But I do feel like it would go best with a strapless bra just simply because of the wide set placement of the shoulders. Either way, it's very soft. And you can wear the shoulders either off or on. Now this next top is another one by Heart of Haute. Heart of Haute I have several tops by. This is the Maryland tee. I have never actually purchased this one before. I have a Trixie top, which is a very substantial, very thick knit. This one's a little more of a flimsier knit, even though it's very substantial still. So it doesn't quite fit exactly like I expected. I do like it though, even though I ordered this one in a medium and it's a little bigger than I expected. I do kind of like the cap. I'm wearing it with a novelty print reproduction skirt by Lil Lou Lou, and I absolutely love this skirt. It's got a camping print on it, and I'm wearing it with espadrilles and a black patent belt. But I think that it's a top that looks very, very comfortable and casual, but still very feminine. This one will not stay on your shoulders though, so especially because it's a little roomy on me, so therefore I don't bother trying to wear it with anything but a strapless bra. Either way, I feel like it's an extremely comfortable addition to my top collection for my circle skirts or for my pencil skirts and jeans, and I think that it's got just that really great flattering neckline that goes with everyone. I love when the collarbones show. I love the little droop in the back. And even though I expected to be able to wear it up on my shoulders, I'm not disappointed at all. This is one that definitely I will pull out over and over again, and the price absolutely is worth it. The next top is known as the Becca top on the Doll Me Up Darling website, but you've probably seen these tops on La Bombe Shop, on eBay. They are kind of everywhere right now. They're very inexpensive. I think, unfortunately, the quality reflects that. They feel very much like a swimsuit. Therefore, the fabric being so thin and so clingy, I feel like that it's really hard to wear any sort of supportive bra with them. In this case, I'm actually not wearing a bra at all with it, and you can see how it mashes me out like a swimsuit. I do sometimes wear chicken cutlets with it, but the undergarment you're seeing me show here is actually the Spanx underbust camisole. And what it is it kind of pulls everything in and makes everything shaped very smoothly, but it goes under your bra if you wear one, so that's the cool thing about it. The wide set straps here make it really hard to wear a traditional bra anyway, and I'm not crazy about the fact that the top of the neckline actually is a little uneven just because of the general shape of the top. I do absolutely dig the color though, and I'm wearing it with my same reproduction circle skirt, but it's definitely one that I feel like is cute. Okay, the next top is one of the best and least known deals on the market. This is actually the Merona 3/4 length boat neck top from Target. It is $12 and it comes in a myriad of colors. I feel like it fits great. It's comfortable. I'm wearing it with a vintage circle skirt again and my cowboy boots that I absolutely love. Now I've worn this with a bra that has a lace pattern so you can actually see the consistency of the fabric. It's a textured, it's a knit, but it's not super thin knit. So the ability you have to see the end through the shirt should show you that. This is actually one that I love and I wear with a lot of different types of things. It's very simple, so it may not be for everyone, but I feel like it's flattering on everyone. It gives you a nice feminine silhouette, especially when it's cinched in at the waist. And I feel like it's a perfect option for those of you on a budget who need a circle skirt top. Lastly, but not least, I have kind of bookended this video with my two favorites. This could be ironed a bit, but this is my absolute favorite recent purchase that I have, and I've been looking at this for a while. This is the Heart of Haute Ella top. Now you do have to order these farther in advance because I think they cut them by order. But I'm wearing this again with my vintage circle skirt and my cowboy boots, and I think I'll probably break this outfit out for the boogie. I love this top. I can't believe how well it fit. This is not custom made, it's made just according to their medium pattern measurement, but it fits perfectly. It doesn't gap at the buttons. It's very slim. It kind of skims over all of my curves without any kind of, rolls or anything peeking out. And I'm wearing it with the same undergarments I was wearing under the boat neck white top that you saw before, which is just a standard bra, underwire bra, and a waist nipper. As you can see, when you have a structured top, it always seems to be a little bit more flattering. And that's partly because of the general feel for authenticity that a structured top has. So this is just something that works beautifully with a circle skirt. I love the tie, the little feature at the top. It doesn't have a collar per se, but it does have a little tie there at the top. And it's very comfortable. It doesn't pull, it's not too tight, and it's just a perfect example of a top to wear with a huge array of circle skirts. You can wear it with so many different styles. So this is another great one. It also looks great untucked. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about any of the tops listed in this video or any of the companies that I mentioned, any of the stuff I'm wearing right now, any questions about the boogie, all that stuff, ask away. I'm also going to be having giveaways this month, probably 2 giveaways this month. So keep looking back. Even if you're not going to the boogie, these will be things you can use. And I guess that's going to be it. I think we all heard today that Merle Haggard is no longer with us, and that is extremely sad. So you may have heard his music playing. It's been playing in our house for, for my whole life, but it's been playing in our house today specifically for that reason. And it's very sad news. I never got to see him live. I tried. But yeah, and on that note, we'll see you soon.
It's Nashville Boogie, Boogie baby all night long.